Good afternoon and welcome to WeFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, students from across St. Vincent and the Grenadines will gather at Victoria Park on Thursday, October 23rd for the National Schools Independence Rally. Hosted by the Ministry of Education in collaboration with the National Independence Committee, the event begins at 9 a.m. under the theme Cheers to 46, honoring our scholars celebrating our nation. 82 top graduates from the community college will be recognized for outstanding academic performance, including 19 national scholars, 18 exhibition scholars, and 43 bursary recipients. Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves will deliver the feature address, while Education Minister Curtis King and Permanent Secretary Michael Burke will also bring remarks. The public is invited to attend and join in celebrating the nation's students and the 46 years of independence. The St. Vincent and the Grenadines Meteorological Services is closely monitoring a tropical wave located over 1,000 miles east of the Windward Islands near 40 degrees west. The system has a low chance of developing into a tropical cyclone, 10% in the next 48 hours and 30% over the next week, but is expected to bring cloudy skies, moderate to heavy showers, and thunderstorms across SVG from Sunday into Monday. Rainfall of up to 3 inches and strong surface winds are possible, which could roughen seas and cause flooding in some areas. Residents are urged to stay alert for updates, advisories, or warnings as the wave approaches. Still on the local scene, Sandals Resort and the National Fisherfolk Organization are working towards a partnership that could transform the local seafood supply chain and strengthen ties between the fisheries and tourism sectors. Representatives from both groups, led by NFO President Winsbert Harry and Sandals Matthew Flynn, visited the Barley Fishing Cooperative this week to discuss seafood sourcing opportunities. Harry described the meeting as incredibly fruitful, saying local fishermen are preparing to meet Sandals' quality standards. A follow-up workshop also examined how collaboration between tourism and fisheries can create a sustainable economic opportunities for local communities. On to news in the region. Trinidad and Tobago's Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar says she stands by her previous statement that drug traffickers should be killed violently. She made the comment in response to questions about a U.S. military airstrike off the coast of Venezuela that killed 6 people, including 2 Trinidad and Tobago nationals. The Prime Minister declined to give further details, and several cabinet ministers also refused to comment. Foreign Affairs Minister Sean Sobers said there is no official evidence confirming that the 2 nationals were on the vessel and urged relatives to file missing person reports. Antigua and Barbuda's Ministry of Tourism, Civil Aviation, Transportation and Investment has announced that Tourism Week 2025 will be celebrated from November 22nd to 29th under the theme Our People, Our Culture, Our Environment in Full Thrive, Tourism Week 2025. The week of activities will highlight the nation's cultural heritage, natural beauty, and community spirit, marking the start of the winter tourism season. Tourism Minister Charles Fernandez says the celebration honors the people who are the backbone of the industry and reaffirms a shared commitment to sustainable growth. Events include a tourism blast-off at the Rising Sun Grounds, a service of Thanksgiving, community outreach, and the National Tourism Awards Gala on November 29th at Sandals Grand Antigua. Finally, on the international scene, a senior Hamas official says the group intends to retain security control in Gaza during an interim period and cannot commit to full disarmament. Mohammed Nazal, speaking from Doha, told Reuters Hamas would accept a ceasefire of up to 5 years to allow Gaza to rebuild, but said guarantees for what follows depend on giving Palestinians horizons and hope for statehood. Nazal defended recent tough measures in Gaza and said disarmament depends on the specifics, including who would take custody of weapons and involves other Palestinian armed groups as well. His comments highlight major gaps with US and Israeli plans that call for Hamas to disarm and cede governance as part of a broader settlement. The conflict has already seen heavy tolls on both sides, and negotiators say Phase 2 talks on weapons and governance must bridge these differences to secure a lasting end to the war. This has been WeFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 5:30 for WeFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.